Financials from the mega fight on May 2nd between Floyd Maweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. We are making the rounds here on ESPN.com. I am Jim Baskel. They'll do it from the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. So let's talk more with ESPN boxing insider Dan Rafael. Dan, when we talked at the outset, when this fight was announced, we talked this was already going to be a record breaker, as it was, some $40 million gate.
Jim, the numbers on this Manny Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather fight are absolutely staggering. Like you said, when they first put the fight together, they were going to have the MGM Grand Garden Arena scaled to do $40 million worth of ticket sales, double the record of the old record, $20 million. Then they raised up some of the prices because they were so hot. They had so many requests. And keep in mind, these are not mostly going to be going to the public. This is people they're selling tickets to. They're to pay for them. They were going to have a gate that was going to be $50 million. Unbelievable. $10 million more than the record that they hoped to set. Now, the way that they've configured the arena, and again, tickets still have not gone on sale, and very few will go on sale to the general public. But in talking with Bob Arum from Top Rank, which is Manny's promoter, the way that they have configured now, remember, they have about a little over 15,000 tickets to sell for this fight, 15.5 maybe, in the arena. It's now going to be scaled, the public sale. Top ticket of $10,000. You're talking about a gate now of $74 million, more than 3.5 times the old record. That is absolutely staggering.
Off the charts numbers, Dan, when you're talking $74 million. But what about the total revenue? We also talked about some $400 million.
That because if you listen to the numbers that are being spoken about by the people involved with making the fight, the numbers are ridiculous, because now you have a gate of $74 million. It's obviously going to be a sellout. You're looking at the prospect of the all-time record breaker on pay-per-view. Most people think it has a good chance to do 3 million buys on pay-per-view, which would break the record. Approximately $100 a pay-per-view, which is what they're talking about. You're talking about $300 million in gross revenue just on the United States, Canada, and Puerto Rico pay-per-view. Yeah. And then you add in that $74 million, that's $374. The numbers for sponsors, for closed circuit, for merchandise, for all the other facets, way over $400 million according to Bob Arum. And when I look at the numbers and I think about what they're talking about, and you talk to other people involved, they do not shy away from saying there's a real chance this fight could generate over $500 million. By far and away the biggest record ever for a fight ever, not even close.
Dan, how much of these staggering numbers have to do with the fact that this fight is just so huge, not only stateside?
That's a big part of the money involved here, because we spoke about the prospect of 3 million pay-per-view buys, perhaps more. That's only in the United States. Now, the promoters of the event, they take the worldwide rights and they sell it country by country. Those rights, according to people involved, Bob Arum in particular, who I spoke to about that, said that based on what they're getting offer-wise and deals they're making with different countries, their networks there, you're talking about international rights that are going to wind up generating in the neighborhood of $35 to $40 million for foreign. When it's all said and done after May 2nd, I mean, this fight will set every single conceivable record when it comes to revenue in a boxing event, and also in large part some records in all of sports history.
He's ESPN senior boxing writer as well as our boxing insider, Dan Rafael. Dan, thanks for some more information on this mega fight.